just take a moment to thank you guys for your investment with us in a really incredible ministry opportunity that the Lord has opened up for us here. Being outside gives them a very unique and rare opportunity to share Jesus Christ with people from their own culture.
Wilderness was a tool that God used. It's not new. We didn't come up with it. I mean, Jesus used it all the time to teach. So we're just using that model that he used, adventure and experience, to have some of the greatest impact on his disciples.
It's showing kids what life is about. It's an adventure with our Creator, and it's bringing life into their soul as they start to see that and understand the gospel in a real tangible way.
Instead of Jesus standing in a pulpit that's just saying, hey, you need to trust me, and Jesus was right down there with them saying, do you trust me? And they were experiencing what it looked like to really rely and trust in God versus being told something that they should do.
95% of the world's youth ministry resources are here inside the United States. That includes education, training, mentors, things like that. And 96% of the world's youth population actually lies outside the United States, so there's a huge imbalance there. In my experience traveling overseas and working with youth leaders, I've seen a huge void in leadership between the younger generation and the older generation. And there's these young kids are hungry for someone to invest in them, and there just isn't really anybody there.
We really believe that the resources are within the people, within the countries that we work in, and really want to invest and pour into them so that they can really reach the potential in the way that God's designed them in investing in
youth. Czech is really hard land to do outreach ministry because it's one of the most atheistic countries in the world. I feel sometimes as a pioneer because in Czech there are not many organizations like doing outreach activity. The ministry must be based on relationships, and outdoor is the best way how to start and develop relationships.
When we got back to the city, we found out that lots of them got a relationship with Jesus, and they got baptized in several churches. And in their testimony, they said that the changing point was the trip on the mountain.
So here we cannot share gospel with people openly in the streets or anywhere else. So it's like forbidden by law now. We have really big potential of outdoor activities. I mean, we have these beautiful mountains and a lot of places to do that. And that's actually helped us to take, I mean, we're talking about young people, right? So that's really good opportunity to invite people somewhere else, not in the city, not in the schools. So we can use the things we have, the mountains, the rivers, and that's a good way just to have fun with young people, with kids, and then tell them about Jesus. So that's actually our instrument. I mean, that's we have from God, I mean, our nature.
That seemed to be the biggest desire or need overseas, is just somebody saying we believe in what you're doing, and what they're most grateful is more than bringing theology training or wilderness training or anything like that, is just a relationship with somebody that says, I care about what you're doing and I believe in what you're doing, and so any way we can support you, we're going to do that.
I've seen kids that have gone out and they didn't think they could hike with a backpack on and complete 7 days, and a huge physical victory for them. I've seen kids be able to share things that they've never shared with anybody else, and break down emotional walls and let people in that they've never been able to let in before, and let a healing process begin that was absolutely needed. And I've seen spiritually transformation from kids who have seen the gospel in a tangible way and through relationships, through wilderness, and through the word that's been shared. Just the lights come on.
We all want to be a part of something that's bigger than ourselves.